The 2023 track and field season has started off with a bang, with athletes dominating at various meets over the past weekend, including the ISSA GraceKennedy Boys and Girls Championships, Champs, the Texas Relays, and the Florida Relays. All three meets were able to give fantastic performances, such as Kingston College taking their 24th Boys Champs title and Heidel winning their first Girls Champs title. Also, Masai Russell of Kentucky ran a new collegiate record of 12.36 seconds to win the 100 meters hurdles at the Texas Relays, and 400 meters world record holder Wade Van Niekerk returned to his best with 44.17 seconds clocking at the South African National Championships. This was indeed a lot of track and field to consume on the first weekend of April, especially with our Caribbean athletes dominating at some of these meets. To make it better, here is a top 10 countdown of the best Caribbean moments in track and field over the past weekend. No false starts, let's get out of the blocks like a rocket. Number 10, Julien, Alfred, and Kevona Davis contributed to running the second fastest 4x400 meters relay with a time of 1 minute 28.05 seconds at the Texas Relays. The 95th annual Texas Relays saw the University of Texas women dominating all the relays, including winning the 4x100 meters relay in a collegiate record of 42.00 seconds and the 4x400 meters in a world-leading time of 3 minutes 23.27 seconds. However, the most impressive performance with the 4x200 meters relay squad of St. Lucia's Julien Alfred, Jamaica's Kevona Davis, Ireland's Rashidat Adeleke, and Lene Thomas of the United States was able to run a collegiate record and the second fastest time ever of 1 minute 28.05 seconds. This is just outside of the United States world record of 1 minute 27.46 seconds done at the 2001 Penn Relays with the squad of Latasha Jenkins, Latasha Colander Richardson, Nancine Perry, and Marianne Jones. The 4x200 meters relay is a race that is rarely run in track and field, and this performance by the Texas Longhorns was quite impressive. Number 9. Ashanti Moore runs a personal best of 22.79 seconds to win the 200 meters at the Texas Relays. Jamaica's Ashanti Moore has been under the radar since leaving Heidel High School in 2020 to become a professional athlete and be trained by the 1995 Gothenburg World Champions 400 meters hurdle silver medalist Tonja Buford Bailey in the United States. She has been trying to add her name to the legacy of Jamaican women in sprinting, and she was able to run a solid 200 meters by getting out of the blocks quickly. She hung on to run a new personal best of 22.79 seconds to win the race and become the fastest Jamaican woman this season behind her former teammate Alana Reid of Heidel, who ran 22.96 seconds to win the 200 meters at the Jamaica Carifta Trials. Ashanti Moore should be one to watch this outdoor season. Number 8. Gabby Scott runs 51.24 seconds to win the 400 meters at the Florida Relays. Gabby Scott of Puerto Rico has been trying to make a name for herself in the 400 meters for quite some time. The 26-year-old was able to start off her season by beating pre-race favorite Jamaica's Cherokee Young to take the win in a season's best of 51.24 seconds. Young was second in a season's best of 51.31 seconds. Scott will be looking not only to get a spot on the World Championship team for Budapest later this summer, but to break her 400 meters personal best and national record of 50.97 seconds that was done in 2022. By the way, if you're getting value from this presentation, we would greatly appreciate it if you would give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for our next video. Thank you. Number 7. Akelia Smith dominates the triple jump and long jump at the Texas Relays. Akelia Smith of Jamaica, who represents the University of Texas, has been progressing steadily this season. The 2023 NCAA indoor long jump silver medalist and triple jump bronze medalist was able to pull off an impressive double at the Texas Relays. Smith won the triple jump on the first day by cutting the sand at 13.84 meters to win the competition and become the third best jumper in the world for 2023. The next day she returned and decided to contest the long jump. Despite having negative wind for most of the competition, Smith was able to leap a windy 6.57 meters to win the competition. Her Caribbean counterparts of Bahamian Charisma Taylor and Trinidad and Tobago's Tyra Gittins were 4th and 5th respectively with leaps of 6.41 meters and 6.38 meters. Number 6. World Olympic 400 meters champion Stephen Gardiner ran 20.14 seconds to win the 200 meters at the Florida Relays. Stephen Gardiner of the Bahamas has been the world's best 400 meters athlete since being undefeated in the event in 2018. Things were shaping up well for Gardiner to defend his world title that he had won in 2019 in Doha. However, just days before the Eugene World Championships, he ended his season due to injury. Gardiner opened up his outdoor season at the 17th Carolina Spring Break Classic in mid-March with 300 meters clocking of 31.59 seconds, and he looked like himself again. At the Florida Relays, Gardiner was able to run one of his best 200 meters races as he led from start to finish and crossed the line in a then world-leading time of 20.14 seconds for just a few hours before his countryman Terrence Jones ran 20.05 seconds at the Texas Relays. Stephen Gardiner looks quite impressive and should have a more excellent 400 meters season this year. Number 5. Keyshawn Strachan breaks his javelin national record with a world-leading throw of 84.27 meters to win at the Texas Relays. Bahamian Keyshawn Strachan Strachan, who represents the University of Auburn, has started off his 2023 campaign with a bang. Strachan was able to have an impressive performance at the Texas Relays by only taking one attempt at the javelin and threw a national record and world-leading mark of 84.27 meters to win the event. Keyshawn Strachan should be one to watch as the season progresses, and he is poised to join the Caribbean's javelin dynasty with global medalists such as Keyshawn Walcott of Trinidad and Tobago and Anderson Peters of Grenada. Number 4. Terrence Jones ran a world-leading 20.05 seconds to win the 200 meters at the Texas Relays. Terrence Jones of the Bahamas, who represents Texas Tech, has been having a fantastic season, being undefeated in all finals that he has contested. The 2023 NCAA Indoor 60 meters champion has been poised to do great things since almost breaking the 60 meters collegiate record with his 6.46 seconds clocking. At the Texas Relays, Jones was able to run an excellent race as he got off the curve in the lead, and there was no stopping him. Jones was able to cross the line in a very swift personal best of 20.05 seconds to become the world's fastest man in the 200 meters for 2023 thus far. Jones seems quite determined as he is eyeing that magical sub-20 barrier in the 200 meters. Number 3. Adaejah Hodge wins the 100 meters in a new high school meeting record of 11.26 seconds at the Florida Relays. Adaejah Hodge is slowly becoming one of the world's fastest and most loved junior athletes. The British Virgin Islands athlete had her breakout season in 2022 when she was able to win 3 gold medals in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and long jump at the Carifta Games held in Kingston, Jamaica. Hodge, who resides in the United States, has been having the time of her life this season as she was able to win the 200 meters at the New Balance Indoor Championships with a time of 22.33 seconds. That time by Hodge is a world under-18 record and ranks her as the joint 7th fastest woman of all time with 1992 Barcelona 200 meters Olympic champion Gwen Torrence of the United States. At the Florida Relays, Adaejah Hodge was able to run an electrifying high school meeting record of 11.26 seconds to leave her competitors in the dust to take the win. Hodge is now expected to turn her attention to the Carifta Games, where she will be looking forward to competing in the 100 meters against Jamaica's Alana Reid. Number 2. Bouwahjgie Nkrumie becomes the first Jamaican athlete to run sub-10 in the 100 meters with his 9.99 seconds to take the boys' Class 1 champs title. Bouwahjgie Nkrumie of Jamaica has been on the rise since breaking Johan Blake and Christopher Taylor's joint Jamaica under-20 record 100 meters of 10.11 seconds. Nkrumie was able to run 10.02 seconds to take second behind Botswana's Letsil Tibogo, who ran a world under-20 record of 9.91 seconds to take the 100 meters title at the 2022 World Under-20 Championships in Cali, Colombia. After taking silver with that 10.02 seconds, most people thought that Nkrumie would have broken the 10.00 seconds barrier, but the question would have been, when would he do that? For 2023, he was running quite comfortably, including an easy 10.18 seconds to win the Jamaica Carifta Trials in mid-March at the ISSA GraceKennedy Boys and Girls Championships. The Kingston College athlete was able to have an excellent semi-final as he jogged a championship record of 10.08 seconds to erase the previous record of 10.12 seconds done by Zarnell Hughes in 2014. The stage was set for the final, and this was Bouwahjgie Nkrumie's moment to shine. The gun exploded, and he was able to get off at a fast start. Then he looked around to see if no one was there with him. Nkrumie eventually slowed down and was able to cross the line in 9.99 seconds to become the first Jamaican under-20 athlete to run under the 10.00 seconds barrier, and also the fastest Caribbean junior in the event, ahead of Trinidad and Tobago's Darrell Brown, who ran 10.01 seconds at the 2003 Paris World Championships. Bouwahjgie Nkrumie is expected to be at the April 7th to 10th Carifta Games that will be held in the Bahamas. Number 1. Alana Reid broke Tina Clayton's Jamaican Junior 100 meters record of 10.95 seconds and ran 10.92 seconds to take the girls' Class 1 champs title. Jamaica's Alana Reid, who represents Hydel High School, has been somewhat of an underdog. Reid is known for taking bronze in the 200 meters at the 2022 World Under-20 Championships in Cali, Colombia. The girls' Class 1 100 meters at the ISSA GraceKennedy Boys and Girls Championship was shaping up to be a historic one, with World Under-20 100 meters, silver medalist Serena Cole of Edwin Allen is the favorite. However, Alana Reid had other plans. Both athletes looked comfortable as they jogged through the rounds. As most fans wanted to see, either of the two athletes breaks the champs' record of 11.13 seconds done by former Veer Technical High School standout Veronica Campbell in 2001. Fans were quite excited as both Cole and Reid were able to run faster than 11.20 seconds in their semi-final. But sadly, news broke that Serena Cole was not going to be in the final due to a hamstring injury suffered after her semi-final. This now made Alana Reid the clear favorite. In the final, Reid looked quite composed, but with Cole being out with injury, no one is expecting what Reid had in store. She got off to a swift start and led the race from start to finish, while her competitors were fighting for silver and bronze. In the end, Alana Reid crossed the line in a massive personal best, national junior record, and world-leading time of 10.92 seconds to become the 11th fastest Jamaican woman in the event. This is quite fantastic for the 18-year-old, as she will be looking forward to competing in both the 100 meters and 200 meters at the Carifta Games in the Bahamas in early April. This has been quite an eventful weekend for track and field, as fans were able to witness world-class performances with our Caribbean athletes. The outdoor season should get even better as the weeks progress. As always, we'd like to thank you for watching and remind you to like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell as we celebrate our Caribbean athletes together. This is J-irie Caribbean. See you in the next video.